All right, mi gente, this is for my Puerto Rican people, but everybody is welcome to listen. I need you to listen because I feel like people are not talking about this and we need to address it. So if you're Puerto Rican or you live in the island, listen up. What is really going on with the Jones Act, the tariffs, and what it means for you? So we need to talk about it because, this thing with the tariffs are hitting the mainland, but it's also gonna affect Puerto Rico. So let's talk real for a minute. What is happening on the mainland right now with these new tariffs under the Trump administration is about to hit Puerto Rico harder than most people think. Yes, you heard me right. Right now, the U.S. is raising tariffs, as you know, because it's all over the place. That's all we're talking about on goods from countries like China, Mexico, and others. That means prices on everyday essentials like food, medicine, electronics, even construction supplies are going up across the board. And these are items that we truly need in the island. So the mainland will feel it, yes, but in Puerto Rico, um are in a much people in Puerto Rico are in a much tighter bind, and I'm going to tell you why. One word is the Jones Act, as you know, and everybody in the island is familiar. So for the people who doesn't know, this 100-year-old law says people in Puerto Rico can only receive goods from the U.S. mainland on ships that are American built, American owned, and American operated. Yes, that means that people in Puerto Rico can just get products from the closest or cheapest source, even if they're right next door in the Caribbean. Yes, you heard me right. Everything must take a long, expensive detour through the US. And it's not even fair. But that's the reality of the Puerto Rican people. Now imagine this. The US itself starts running low on certain goods because of global trade restrictions and increased costs. What do you think is gonna happen to the people in the island? If there's scarcity on the mainland, where do you think the priority is going to be? Who are they going to prioritize? It's not going to be us. They have never prioritized Puerto Rican people or the people in the island. So let's be honest. Puerto Rico will be the last in line. We've seen it before with Hurricane Maria and other disasters. Supplies meant to for the island were delayed, redirected, or denied altogether because the mainland needed it than more than us. At least that's the way they saw it. So ask yourself, I need you to ask yourself, and this to my Puerto Rican people, mi gente, if there aren't enough ships to go around, will they even bother sending stuff to Puerto Rico? If there's not enough food or medicine, do you think it's getting shipped to Puerto Rico first? What happens when prices on the mainland are already high and then shipping adds even more costs for the Puerto Rican people and the people in the island? This is a setup for disaster. You're going to look at higher prices, longer delays, possible shortages, and misallocation of critical goods. And I want you to bring attention to this, and I need you to share this because I feel that people are not talking about it because we're not under priority lists. This isn't fear mongering. This is a fact. The system is not built to protect us, the Puerto Rican people, and the island is built to keep us dependent, paying more for less. So what can we do, especially for the people in Puerto Rico? Demand that the Jones Act be waived for Puerto Rico permanently. We need direct access to global markets, especially during times of crisis like we're about to see. Okay, push for our leaders, both local and federal, to fight for real protection and priority for the island. Support local farmers. That is should be your number one. Not only farmers but makers and businesses that are local. The more self-sufficient we are, the less they can hold us hostage, because that's what we are right now. And I do live in the mainland, but I'm always keep my eye for my people, as you know, for all Latin America. So to Puerto Rico deserves better. We are U.S. citizens, but we are treated like second class cargo. Enough is enough, guys. We need to make some changes. We need to demand changes, and we need to do it now. So let me know what your thoughts are. Put your comments below. Like I always say, stay connected, stay informed, and follow for more. Make sure you share this. If you know anybody that is in the island, they need to hear this. Okay? Again, make sure that you follow for more. Blessings to all my folks.